Okay, yo, what's up, guys? Welcome to the first episode of Deep Rooted Podcast. I'm your host, the Custom Sage, or Tyler, but you guys know that. This is Advanced Cinimal, as you know in my thumbnail, or the thumbnails anyway. But you also hear me and Callum just calling Matthew all the time, so do what you will.
Yo,
Do what you will with that information.
I go by cinimal or Chris.
Chris,
Yeah.
why? Your arc, the only character you named Chris was like your fucking Phasmophobia character and your arc character.
Um, no,
What do you mean no?
I'm disagreeing with you.
About you fucking. What do you mean? I've seen it.
He's my imaginary friend.
Oh my god, I'm disassociated from this. Anyway, so this is a podcast where we're really just going over like. I know that we do like I do primarily like reactions on the Custom Sage channel. Well, I'm posting these episodes on the Custom Sage and Deep Rooted Podcast, which if you're on either one, you should subscribe to the other channel. I know on the Custom Sage I mainly do like gaming streams with Matthew and Callum, or like a tier list or reactions. But I kind of wanted to switch it up, and I did make a lot of nerd related videos before I really started making the reaction stuff, and we're going back to that with this podcast. So it's mainly going to be me and Matthew. Callum would not contribute, so Callum's not here because he doesn't know anything. That no offense, like I'm not saying Noah doesn't know anything like intelligence wise. He just does not know a lot of pop culture related things. It's like
He could be a special guest.
he could be a guest one day. We'll probably have Harold on as a guest too, because we used to have a podcast back in the day, actually. Nerd Brain Podcast.
Fringe.
It kind of was, not gonna lie. We had a few guests from Discord on there. My sister was a guest at one point too. It was actually pretty fun, not gonna lie. We did that back in like 8th grade though. But anyway, really, we're just gonna be talking about like whatever, like quote unquote nerdy things like Marvel, DC. My phone keeps going off. I'm about to mute my phone. Anyway, just stuff like that. We're gonna start off with some things to discuss, just to kind of get warmed into it. Then we're gonna go to Who Can Break, which is a little game. We'll get into the rules later. We could do some blind list picks, like just stuff like that. So let's start off with some things to discuss, which I want to go ahead and do something. We were gonna push this off, but now we're not because we had a little conversation about it before recording this episode. What is your okay with all the Spider-Man movies, including Venom and the Morbius movies? What's your ranking? Because I feel like our lists are so vastly different.
So who goes first, you or me?
You go. Go ahead. You already know my list, so go ahead.
From least favorite to favorite?
Sure. Least favorite to favorite.
All right. In last place, we have Morb.
Yeah.
I don't think that really needs explanation at all.
No shit.
So following that will be Venom,
All right.
and then Home.
Homecoming.
So it's Venom,
Homecoming's at your number 11 spot. Is
garbage.
Homecoming really that bad though?
Yes, I hate Homecoming for all the reasons that people hate Man of Steel.
What? Man of Steel's garbage, but Homecoming's like not even too bad, bro.
It is the worst Spider-Man movie ever made.
I can rewatch Homecoming way easier than I can rewatch TASM 2.
I would very slightly want to rather watch Homecoming than Lotus. Oh, are we ranking Lotus?
No. I haven't watched Lotus. I heard
Okay,
it was bad though.
Yeah, shit. So following Homecoming would be Let There Be Carnage,
Okay.
then the Spider-Man, then Far From Home, and then Spider-Man 1,
What?
Tobey's movie.
At number 6 or 7, you're shitting me.
At number 7.
You are shitting me.
And then following
fucking way.
No Way Home. No Way Home is after Spider-Man 1. And then it goes Spider-Man 2, then TASM 2, then Into and Across, and then Spider-Man 3.
There's no way. You were getting on my ass for having different movies over Across the Spider-Verse, but you're telling me Spider-Man 3 is over Across.
That's just because it's the first movie I ever watched. It's
There's
the
no way
first
that was
Spider-Man
the first movie you ever watched, bro.
first I watched.
Bro. All right, I'll go ahead and do mine. Number we okay. Some of our placements are very similar. I think like three of our placements are like dead spot on. Number 13, Morbius. What can I say? Number 12, Venom. Number 11, Far From Home. Far From Home. Mysterio is one of my least favorite villains in any media ever. I fucking hate his character.
Only movie version.
Oh yeah, the comic version's great, but movie version's just so dick. Then number 10, I have Venom: Let There Be Carnage. Number 9, TASM 2. Number 8, Spider-Man 3. Number 7, Homecoming. Number 6, The Amazing Spider-Man 1. Severely underrated, mind you. Like people say a movie's boring, and it kind of is, right? But like it's got really good story elements. Like the scene where after Uncle Ben dies and he's on the phone listening to the voicemails, like bro, that's like cinema.
The Amazing Spider-Man 1 over The Amazing Spider-Man 2 was blasphemy.
It's not that movie. Amazing Spider-Man
It,
2. Like I know you're gonna use the argument of the good outweighs the bad. Does it though? When there's only like two good moments in that movie.
there's way more good moments than bad moments.
No,
Yes.
no. The only good moments are like the beginning swinging scene, and even in that scene, Andrew indirectly kills like a bunch of people, and then Gwen's death.
No,
Everything else in that movie's dog shit.
it's the opening, Gwen's death, the ending where he's listening to Gwen's graduation speech and then going out to fight the Rhino.
I
Um,
fought a guy
he,
in like the rhinoceros machine.
him fighting Electro in general,
Not really.
one of the greatest like moments in any Spider-Man movie is where he's swinging
What?
away.
No.
Yes,
I will admit the part where he starts playing Itsy Bitsy Spiders kind of neat, but besides that, the fight's not that good, bro.
fucking what?
It really only exists to show off like Andrew Spider Sense, which I will admit that is pretty cool. I like seeing him like react to the lightning. I'm not saying it's bad. Okay, I'll give him that. That fight's pretty cool. There's three good moments in that movie. Everything else is dog shit.
Oh, there's a lot more. I just can't remember. I haven't watched the movie in like a year.
Anyway, where was it? TASM 1 at number 6. Number 5, Across the Spider-Verse. Number 4, No Way Home. Number 3, Spider-Man, like Tobey's first movie. Number 2, Into the Spider-Verse. Number 1, Spider-Man 2.
Toby's first movie above Across is stupid.
That movie, I can rewatch that movie 1,000 times in a row, back to back, and not get tired of it.
You're crazy.
No, that movie's so good.
It's not that good.
I don't know why Tobey's first movie gets like no acknowledgement.
It's good. It's not better than 2 or 3 though.
It is. Not 2.
No,
2's my favorite Spider-Man movie, but over 3, 3 is not that good, bro.
it is.
It's got some good elements, but it's like a watered down. It suffers from the same problems TASM 2 does, but watered down.
No.
It suffers from primarily the overbloating problem, but watered
I
down
don't.
because the overbloating problem isn't as bad as it is in TASM 2, but it's still there.
I don't get how people can say there's an overbloating problem in those two movies when No Way Home literally has 6 villains.
But No Way Home's also like different.
It's that's just a stupid argument.
No, it's not. Because where do you see any other Spider-Man and like, it's not the same thing because it's just like, it's Tobey's Spider-Man, Tobey's villains. Whereas it's multiverse stuff, so it juggles, like, it's a lot of fan service, and it's the good thing. I can enjoy a Marvel movie without being like peak cinema, dude.
The only good thing about that movie is Toby and Andrew and Willem Dafoe.
I don't think that's the only good things about the movie.
The only good things about that movie.
No.
Yes.
There's so much
And
more good with that movie, dude.
the only other things I could think of is the bridge scene with Dr. Octopus.
Daredevil.
No.
Daredevil had.
You
I screamed the loudest in that theater when that cameo appeared.
straight bias.
Why did my screen just go black?
And then the ending swing, that's probably the best part of the movie. Either that or when they all
That's a good another good
deliver.
point. God damn, fucking shut up, TikTok. Anyway, that's another good point. That's another good part of the movie. I don't know. I just think you are so like there's so many movies that are like you're low on, but then Spider-Man 3 is that your number one pick?
Not say Chasm 2 is number 9 because it has too many villains, and then have No Way Home but like fucking number 1 and it has
It's
double the amount.
execution though. It comes
It
down to
doesn't.
execution.
The plot of No Way Home is shit compared to Chasm 2.
There is no plot in TASM. You see the different scattered plot in TASM 2?
No.
You know how many different fucking directions that plot goes?
No.
And it doesn't do it great. Because at least in No Way Home, the scattered plot is cool and tied together with nostalgia and all this cool shit. And at least, like, TASM 2 just goes in too many different directions for no reason. And it was going to go in more. If they didn't delete the fucking so many scenes, we were gonna get fucking Black Cat. We were gonna get a Sinister Six. We were gonna get the fact that fucking Peter's dad's alive. Like we were gonna get
That
so
was
much more. Like fuck off.
the Sinister Six shit was setting up for the third one. And No Way Home literally could have ended in 15 minutes.
Yeah, but why would we want a 15-minute movie?
I'm just saying, if you look at the plot, that probably could have been.
Objectively maybe, but I still enjoyed watching. Like I will say, my only real problem with No Way Home is that the challenge of Peter being revealed as a murderer was such a prominent threat for so long, and it's underutilized in No Way Home.
Tom Holland is the objective worst Spider-Man in live action.
I agree.
Of
I
all.
agree with you. I think that now after No Way Home, it took. I also really like how everyone like in Civil War and Homecoming was like, "Oh, I'm so glad we're not getting a Spider-Man origin story," but it's literally like a 3-movie origin story.
And Andrew's two like Spider-Man movies is better than Tom Holland's entire 6 appearances in Marvel
I
movies.
wouldn't say that. His Infinity War and Civil War, his Civil War appearance solos any Spider-Man.
No,
Yes.
get the fuck.
No, his Civil War appearance solos any Spider-Man.
No.
Yeah, besides PS4 Spider-Man, because that's just I'm talking about live action. Like clears any live action Spider-Man.
No.
That Civil War Spider-Man is the most accurate Spider-Man we've gotten.
Nope.
By far. By
Nope.
far. This is the common consensus opinion, dude.
You cannot say that. You cannot say that one scene is better than the entirety of Spider-Man 2. Spider-Man 2.
Not movie-wise. Spider-Man 2 is a better movie than Civil War, and I enjoy. I'm talking about objective character, like
If
Spider-Man,
look at
not the movie itself. Spider-Man as a character, like not like okay, Spider-Man 2. I'm not saying that like however long he's in Civil War is better than the entirety of Spider-Man 2. I'm saying that like each of the Spider-Man's character in their respective movies, like in their appearances, the Civil War appearance is better as a Spider-Man character than any other movie, Spider-Man.
No, and I'll give you a reason why. The scene in Spider-Man 3 when Tobey takes off the symbiote is the most comic accurate interpretation of any comic character in movie history. Period. When he takes off the symbiote, it's the most comic accurate thing in any superhero movie. And in Spider-Man 2, when he walks away with the suit in the trash can, that completely dog walks fucking Homecoming or not Civil War Spider-Man.
No.
Yes, the entire scene where he takes off the symbiote, it clears, no difficulty. Yes.
The scene where we get introduced to Peter Parker as a character, and then him like with his quips and stuff like that's the most accurate. Like Tom Homecoming, like as soon as Homecoming hits, Civil War Peter and Homecoming Peter are almost two separate characters. Cause like in Homecoming, he's like fucking sitting there waiting out the tapping his foot on the floor trying to get out of school. But in like Civil War, he's like Tony's like, oh, why don't you go to Germany? He's like, because I have homework. Like that's like Spider-Man. Spider-Man wants to be like normal, and it's the only, and it's also he's actually a teenager, and he's not like Toby 30-year-old ass.
Well, that was the time period that movie came out at.
I'm just saying. Okay, so now I did not expect that to do that. Like we weren't planning on doing that segment or like the Spider-Man movie rankings in this, but it kind of popped up as a thing, and something else that we're gonna get into is another Spider-Man related thing that we've been arguing about for a good little while. It has to do with Across the Spider-Verse, but we'll get into that more. So I want to talk to you because this is something we've briefly discussed in the past. How do you think with Mappa doing JJK season 2? How do you think they've been doing, like overall?
I think the entire season up to this point, it's okay. The past 2 episodes have carried the whole season.
Really though, I
Yes,
know you're really indifferent to the like famous manga panel adaptations though.
the one that came out last night is episode of the year without a question.
I don't know. That's taking it a different direction. I don't know if I can agree with that.
I don't care what you say.
Really good.
That is the episode of the year what I watched last night,
No,
and this is coming from a One Piece fan.
Gear 5 was so overrated.
It wasn't.
It was.
It wasn't epic.
It wasn't
Like
that cool.
it wasn't breaking the internet. It was
wasn't
still
even
some
that
of the.
cool.
It was the best animation I've seen in my life until last night's Jujutsu Kaisen episode.
No.
Yes.
Majority of Demon Slayer carries that or solos that entire.
There's like 5 fucking scenes in Demon Slayer that people talk about.
No, you could bring up any scene in Demon Slayer and the animation's like
You
stellar.
can just say the Demon Slayer movie. That's really all I hear people say about season 3 of Demon Slayer is garbage.
It's not garbage, okay? It's not good. It's not
It
that
is
good.
garbage.
It's not garbage though. It's good.
No.
You want to talk about garbage? The next fucking season of the Hashira training arc, dog shit.
That has better moments than the entirety of the fucking Swordsmith Village arc.
No.
Yeah, when Tanjiro...
The moment when Nezuko becomes immune to the sun and Tanjiro has to decide whether to save people or save Nezuko and he has like a panic attack, but one of the best character moments I've seen in a long while from anime.
The moment when Tanjiro talks to Giyu about his sister is better than anything in the Swordsmith Village arc.
Do you mean which moment? Like in the beginning?
When he's on the bridge and he's talking to him.
Oh, that one? I'm not saying the Swordsmith Village doesn't have good moments. I'm just saying it's not a good arc. It's fucking boring. And it goes on for too long.
The moment when I'm telling you this right now, the anime version of the Hashira training arc is going to be better than season 3. They're going to make it so much better. The part where Giyu has a little clash with Sanemi, it's going to be way fucking better.
No.
Yes.
Sanemi's such a dog shit character.
No, it's just straight hatred.
No, he's such a dog shit character. And I hate
No,
the
he's
people who support him because that's like almost saying like with an abusive family member and being like, oh, he's only hitting you because he loves you. Like, he really couldn't think of a better alternatives to try to get Genya to not be in the Demon Slayer Corps. Like, he really thought that trying to gouge his brother's eyes out was a better alternative than just trying to persuade him.
He's the second best character in the series.
Hell no. He's like the worst.
It's Tanjiro, then him.
Hell no.
Yes.
Hell no. He's top 5 worst in the entire show.
No.
Fucking hate Sanemi.
I hate you.
Fuck you.
No.
But
that is an unpopular opinion, what you've just said.
I don't care. It's the right opinion.
No, it's not.
He has one good character moment. One. And he shares it with another character. That moment when Genya dies, that is his best moment.
That is not... That's his best moment. It's not his only good moment, though.
It is. It's his only good moment.
When he comes back from death and says, fuck, it's way better. Or it's not way better. It's not like he has good moments.
My computer just went black for no reason. That was weird.
His entire clash with Gyu was a good moment.
No.
When him and Gyu smash swords, that's a good moment.
You're going off of good moments, but I'm talking about character wise. Just because he has some
Char-
cool moments doesn't mean that it's a good character moment. Sonami is such an asshole.
Character development wise, he's second best in the series.
No.
What happens to him and his brother? That's the best one. I don't know. You could change that one out, and when him and
Okay, because
Nezuko walk into the hallway and he pats Nezuko on the head, you could argue that's better. I really don't care.
no.
Yes.
It's like Sonami's such a dog shit character, and I hate the defense of him being like, oh, but he's only doing it because he loves Genya. No, he's just being an asshole. He really thought that trying to gouge his brother eyes out and permanently fucking blinding him was a better solution than just.
Well, if you know what happened when he was a kid, I mean, it's
But
just
you also gotta
tragic.
think it's tragic, yes, and I get that Genya was kind of mean to, like, an asshole to him when he was a little kid, but he also didn't understand. And Genya wanted to apologize to him, and Sonami just like refused to let Genya anywhere near him.
Because that was the only bad moment about that, though.
And he's just overall
And
kind of
him
an asshole, though. The fact that he just stabs Nezuko for no reason.
it's because he doesn't like demons.
Okay, and you didn't see any of the other Hashiras doing that.
Because he took it like really personally.
He's kind of an asshole.
He kind of was.
He kind of is.
No, he's not anymore.
Kind of. I mean, maybe he's changed a bit, but it still kind of is.
I think the moment his character got redeemed is when he patted Nezuko on the head.
I mean, that's a pretty good moment. I mean, it's a good character. It's his second. His is only other okay moment.
His character wasn't redeemed.
And it only exists to show that he's not a total asshole anymore.
His character wasn't redeemed until Muzan was killed.
And that's bad. If the entirety of the series you're not a good character until the very end of the series.
Yeah, but he's an endgame character though. He didn't pop him till like
He popped up. He popped up during the like trial thing, and then he
but
popped up.
Demon Slayer's
Popped
a
up
really
in the
flawed.
Hashira training arc, and then he was in from the Hashira training arc on. He's in the rest of the series.
Yeah, but Demon Slayer's just a really flawed series.
Okay, and what does that have to do with actually anything?
Because it didn't really have the best writer.
Okay, and
That means he's not going to write the best work
okay, so that still means that it's a poorly written character.
from a poorly writer, a
Doesn't
poor
matter
writer.
if the poor is a poor writer. The fact of the matter is, it's still a poor written character.
Not.
He is.
You are over hating.
I'm really not.
You are like being the definition of a hater right now.
I'm not.
You are. I could put you in a room with every single Demon Slayer fan, and you will be like in the fucking minority.
Bro, I don't care.
That is
No,
popular opinion.
I don't
Not
care.
even close.
Okay.
Objectively,
well,
you're.
we've been arguing about Sonami for a long little while. Why is this a thing? Sonami's just a bad character.
He's not.
Something I want to talk about, though, is a movie that came out, Five Nights at Freddy's. I'm like infinitely more of a FNAF fan than you are, I think.
I've actually got something to say about this movie.
Okay, go ahead.
It's trash.
I fucking hate you.
That movie is trash.
I actually just despise you, dude.
I'm a Freddy's fan, maybe not as much as you are. It's still trash. I can admit it's trash.
No.
The only good part of that movie.
The only bad part of that movie is even when you rewatch, if you go back and rewatch that movie, the middle part where they're all buddy buddy, it makes sense now. It didn't okay, I will admit my first time watching it audibly out loud, I said, "What the fuck is this?" during the entire fort scene. I will say that. But other than that, the movie is so fucking good.
The only good parts of that movie is any scene that Mike is in.
William's the best part of the movie. And also, what the
No,
fuck do you mean? Mike's
say that.
Mike's the entirety of the movie.
Yeah, and that's the only good parts of the movie.
William and Mike. And also,
You
that's
can't.
also not even true. The kills in the movie, Fucking Freddy bites that girl in half. Go to Springtrap. The
You can't,
spring lock scene, way better than I thought it was going to be.
you can't say William's the best character when he appeared in the movie for fucking
I didn't say
5
he's the best
minutes.
character. I said he's the best part. He's different, and
This
that's
basically
also why
said-
you have to be. That's also why you have to be a FNAF fan. The reason I'm saying this is because I'm going to get on a content creator's ass in a minute. I'm about to get on a
Okay.
content creator's ass, but more on that in a minute.
This take is garbage.
It is. It's awful. But we'll get to it in a minute. We'll get to it. I think most of you guys know who I'm about to fucking rip on because most people have been
'Cause I'm a-
ripping on him.
Movie, so I don't really know where I would rank up and
It's
the fans
an 8
of.
out of 10 movie, dude.
I'm arguing 6.
I was like
5
a 7. I was like a 7 out of 10 the first time watching it, and then okay, I will say like when I first watched that movie in the theater opening night, I was like a 7.1 coming out of the theater, and I had some complaints about it, but then I had time to sit home and like think about it. I was like, that was pretty good, and then I went back to rewatch it in the theater, and it was better. It's an 8 out of 10 movie.
I'm saying that movie is.
better. I'm gonna say this right now. We're gonna talk about our top 5. Do you have your top 5 worst movies of this year out?
I haven't watched that many movies this year. I just have a top 5
we'll
best.
go over the top 5 best. You want to go ahead? Actually, let me go over this straw hat goofy fucking opinion here. We're gonna go over this shit because it's stupid. It's actually stupid.
All right.
Let's talk about the Five Nights at Freddy's movie because I watched this shit on Peacock at home, and I'm glad I did. Y'all been begging me to review this movie because obviously Five Nights at Freddy's is one of the most popular video game franchises today. Now, I have never played those games, but I've seen videos every now and then, here and there. Now, before I say what I'm about to say, do not tell me that I need to play the video games to enjoy the movie because I have seen...
First dog shit take of straw hat goofy here, bro. It's literally a movie designed for the fan. If you do not play any of the games or read any of the books, you physically do not know who William Afton as a character is because the movie doesn't explain it, but it's for a good reason because the movie shouldn't have to. It's not a movie made for critics. The director, Scott, and every actor that worked on that fucking movie, even down to the producers, all said that this is a movie made for the fans. You're not a fan. If you are not a fan of Five Nights at Freddy's in terms of games and book-wise, your opinion's irrelevant and doesn't fucking matter. And you shouldn't have one.
God damn.
At that point, fuck you and your opinion. Because it's immediately irrelevant. Let's continue with this stupid-ass video.
Many a movie and TV show without having seen or played or read the source material, and I thought it was just great. Last of Us being a great example of that. Bottom line is that I didn't really dig this movie. It's actually awful, to be completely honest. I get the premise. The story is about a guy who gets hired as security to watch over an abandoned Pizza Hut type spot where the animatronics are possessed by the ghost of murdered children. I get it. Although the concept of a killer animatronic is very scary, and I've seen the video game clips, and trust me, that is scary. This movie does not scare me at all. And I think the PG-13
The movie's not a good. It's a good movie. It's not a good horror movie. But I don't think anyone expected to be scared going into the Five Nights at Freddy's movie. Continue.
has a lot to do with that. There are multiple scenes that follow a formula where animatronic sneaks around behind somebody, they turn around, it's right there, they scream, and then it cuts to the next scene because they can't show anything. When you do that multiple times in a movie, it doesn't become scary, it becomes a trope. And you don't have to see gore in order for it to be scary as well. Like a good example would be the Jeffrey Dahmer show on Netflix where somebody was hearing what was happening through events. The whole
Bro, what do you mean, bro? A girl literally gets bitten in fucking half. And you see her corpse. The spring lock scene? Bro, literally, you can see the gears go inside of dude's body. I did not expect that to happen at all. I thought it was just going to be like a noise and then he was going to fall to the floor. Way better than I thought it was going to be. It pisses me off when people who aren't. It's the same thing that people who didn't like the Super Mario Bros. Movie. If you are not a fan, even people who weren't fans of Mario like that fucking movie. But, holy shit. It's so annoying. It's so fucking annoying. Like, if you do not like Five Nights at Freddy's outside of, like, if you don't like the games, the books, etc., your opinion does not matter. Because it's not for you. And that's not me gatekeeping this movie. You can go watch this movie. I don't give a shit. But if you're going to get on TikTok and be one of the biggest movie guys and fucking say, "Oh, you don't know what you're talking about." His whole premise is being the movie guy is because he's supposed to know what he's talking about, and he just doesn't.
See, I'm not gonna fuck with your fandom anymore. You're starting to turn into the Star Wars fandom with what I just heard with that.
What do you mean?
I don't know. It's just I'm a fan of the games. It wasn't the best movie. It wasn't even close. I don't know. You're just starting. That sounded like a. I don't know. That sounded like a true fan right there.
I am, but I'm also mad. If you not liking this movie, I didn't get on your ass like that. Because at least you've played the games. And are at base level. At least you've watched a fucking YouTube video about the lore. At least. The bare fucking minimum. Straw Hat Goofy, who's supposed to be the movie guy and is renowned for knowing what he's talking about, doesn't know what he's talking about.
I don't know. Your fandom was kind of rogue before the movie came out. Now I'm kind of scared of your fandom.
I mean, damn, I don't know why you're scared of Five Nights at Freddy's fans. You should have seen the people coming into the theater. There was like these two little fucking fat middle schoolers, and I work at a movie theater, and the line was pretty crowded, and they were in the back of the line, and for the entirety of like the 10-15 minutes that they were in line, these two fucking middle schoolers would not stop going, "Hor, hor, 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 hor," like over and over and over for like 15 minutes straight. I was just trying to make popcorn. I was like, damn, shut the fuck up.
The only fandoms that I knew to stay away from was the Star Wars fandom, the Spider-Man fandom, and I guess just the MCU fandom, but you've joined that list.
What?
I'm scared of you fans.
Why?
That like, however many minutes that rant was.
Yeah. Also, don't act like you're like when you're a fan of something, you're not gonna fucking pop off about it.
It depends on what it is.
If I say One Piece is complete dog shit, you're gonna pop off on me.
Yeah, it's because you don't know One Piece.
Exactly, right? I wouldn't know what I'm talking about.
I don't know.
You're getting my point, though, right?
I wouldn't go off on you.
I feel like you would, though.
I'd just be a bit confused and I'd try to question you.
Well, unfortunately, I can't question Straw Hat Goofy. I'm just going off of what I see. And my opinion's not, like, bad. It's a valid opinion.
Well, shit.
Okay.
But are we allowed to curse?
Are we allowed to curse?
Yeah.
Yeah. I've been cursing this whole time.
Oh, I haven't noticed.
I think we just don't notice it anymore, bro.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't give a shit. But anyway, time to play some games. Do you want to do the Who Can Break game?
Sure.
Okay, so how this works is it's basically a hot takes mini game. And what we're going to do is we're going to go over hot takes. And it's a point system. If you can get the other person to break and pop off on you, then you get a point. That's simple enough. And whoever has the most points wins. All right? You know what? I'll let you go first.
All right. The entirety of Loki is better than Endgame.
All right.
You watch Loki season 1 and 2?
Yes. I'm not going to disagree that it's really good. Loki's really good. Better than Endgame, though?
I think he's...
I like the ending. The ending was really good.
I think you could make the argument he's the best written character in the MCU.
I'd have to think about it. I mean, he's definitely top 5 for sure. He's really good. I'm not denying this from you. Loki is really good as a character and a TV show. Like the ending was really good. I really like the ending.
Top 5, and he's not 5.
Yeah, I don't know. I'd have to come up with that list myself. Okay. This is something that I want to see if you know this other franchise, but the Gundam franchise is far better than the Transformers franchise.
You're wrong.
No. There's so many good, better projects in the Gundam franchise than there ever will be in the Transformers franchise.
You are not a Transformers fan. You are not a Transformers fan.
I've watched enough of the movies.
You can't. You watch the Michael Bay movie. You can't say Gundam is better than Transformers if you're not a fan.
I can. I'm not a hardcore fan. I'm also not a hardcore fan of Gundam, but I've seen enough Gundam-related franchise stuff. Like Iron-Blooded Orphans better than any Transformer project there ever will be.
You're being Straw Hat Goofy right now.
No.
You're being Straw Hat Goofy right now.
I've
You
seen
haven't
a
read
few. I've seen some of the Michael Bay movies, and then I had to watch. I kind of had to watch the Rise of the Beast movie.
You've seen them. You've seen the Michael Bay movies and Rise of the Beast.
I have. I did watch Bumblebee at one point. I did watch that movie.
You haven't read any Transformers comic. You have not read. You have not played the games. You don't know the lore of Transformers. You don't know anything about Transformers except Michael Bay movies. That's all you know.
Iron-Blooded Orphans solos.
You do not know shit about what? What did you just say?
Iron-Blooded Orphans solos the entirety of anything Transformers has ever made and ever will make.
No, you're wrong. You're objectively wrong. You don't know what you're talking about. You don't know Transformers. You don't know Transformers at all.
Do I get a point here? I feel like I get a point.
If your only knowledge of Transformers is Michael Bay movies, you're a...
Well, damn. That's, that was...
You can that. I don't care.
No. Like, okay, bro. Also, I would just like to say, I'm not really like Straw Hat Goofy in the scene, because Five Nights at Freddy's is very, like, one stream of lore. You get it from the games or the books, and that's about it. You could watch a YouTube video about the lore for all I fucking care. Transformers, like, obviously I watched the movies, but, like, I'm not about to just go and play every game and read every comic book. Like, that's like me having an opinion about a Marvel movie, because any Marvel related things, because I only watch the movies, and you telling me I'm wrong because I haven't read the comics.
Okay, so let's say it like this. Let's say you've watched The Amazing Spider-Man 1 and 2 and Spider-Man 3 and Homecoming and Far From Home, and you have not like seen any other Spider-Man project, and you had to pick one of those the best.
Well, Spider-Man 3. It's pretty good.
You've seen the worst parts of a franchise, and then you're comparing it to another part.
But the good parts are so not mainstream.
They don't need to be. Five Nights at Freddy's ain't.
It is very mainstream.
No, it's not.
No one like our age, at least, like anyone that's been around since like the 2014 time knows what fucking Five Nights at Freddy's is.
I know people.
You know, like your parents who probably don't know what Five Nights at Freddy's is.
Because I don't.
That's about it. Like anyone our age knows knows at least the existence of Five Nights at Freddy's.
It's not.
And if you were to say, like, oh, what Transformers projects have you watched? Everyone's saying one of the Michael Bay movies.
That's just like...
Because the other projects, like the games and the comic books, are so not mainstream. Like, that's also just like... It's also the same argument as why you should not tell people who only watch Marvel and DC movies that they don't know what they're talking about because they don't read the comics.
The people that have only watched the movies of Transformers are not fans.
Yeah, I'm not a Transformers fan. I'm also not a Gundam franchise fan. But I've seen more good from the Gundam franchise than I have the Transformers franchise. Therefore, Gundam is a better franchise.
Watch the better parts of Transformers and then come back to me.
Whatever, we'll move on. Go ahead and say your next hot take.
Alright, let me look at what I got. Oh, this is going to stir you up. Arby's is top 5. And it's not 5. Or 4.
You're so fucking wrong.
I'm not. I wanted to see the face you were making as soon as I finished that sentence.
You'll see on the video. Also, you're so...
I'm not.
I'm not gonna blow up though. I definitely got that point for the whole Transformers thing. I definitely got that point.
I'll tell you right now. McDonald's 1, Culver's 2, Arby's 3.
Hell, that's a stupid... I strongly disagree with your ranking.
I don't even want to know what your ranking is. Probably lay at number 1.
Oh, shut the... You know what? moving on. Okay, you know what? Fuck you. The FNAF franchise as a whole is better than both COD and Halo's franchises as a whole.
So what do you mean by franchise?
As a whole. Like, okay, the FNAF, for example. The games, the books, the movie. Halo, the games, the show. COD, the games, I guess. Like, like anything the franchise has to offer.
You saying the FNAF games are better than any Halo game? It's
Not
blasphemy.
most. The only one that is the only Halo game that I will put above FNAF 2 is Halo 3. Besides that, FNAF 2 solos any Halo game besides Halo 3.
You're a douchebag.
No, FNAF 2 is goated.
You're a cunt.
No.
You're a cunt.
No. And FNAF 2, guess what? FNAF 2, besides Black Ops 2, solos any COD game.
The worst Halo game is better than the best Five Nights at Freddy's game. It's not even up.
Hell no.
Not even.
Hell no.
It's not even up for debate.
It is. It quite literally is.
In Five Nights at Freddy's, you fucking look left to right, and that's all you fucking do. You look left to right, look at cameras. You look left to right, look at... There's so many gameplay mechanics that play into
but you
Halo.
Gotta think of the lore.
Lore doesn't matter. As a game, Halo is so much better than Five Nights at Freddy's.
I'm not saying the only one that's better is Halo 3.
Nobody knew what the Five Nights at Freddy's lore until Matt Pat made a video. Absolutely nobody.
No one knew what was going on. Everyone knew that there was something going on, and then Matt Pat made a video, and then it's kind of sprouted from there. But also, Matt Pat made a video, like FNAF 1 came out. And FNAF 1 and 2 came out, and Matt Pat made a video. That wasn't also the same year. Most FNAF games came out the same year.
I don't even want to argue. That's such a stupid hot take.
No. Bruh.
Maybe... No, it's not even up for debate.
It kind of is, though.
It's pissing me off.
We're actually debating right now. It's like we're actually debating right now, so it quite literally is up for debate.
It's not. It's not anymore.
Bruh.
I'm taking that to Callum. He's going to go off on you.
You're what?
I'm taking that to my friend Callum. He's going off on you.
What, that I think that FNAF franchise is better than Halo?
Yeah.
You're sending that to Callum.
That's blasphemy what you've just said.
Sure. Okay, whatever. Next hot take.
It's your turn. Oh, wait, no, it's my turn.
Yeah, I just said one, bro.
This is going to piss you off.
Go ahead. All
right. Kagurabachi, and it's like 5 chapters alone, is better than all of Naruto.
You cannot physically fucking say that when the Naruto franchise has so many fucking chapters. You cannot fucking physically say that. Kagurabachi has five fucking chapters. 5.
I think I've won this one.
5. You were saying that
won.
shit since like chapter fucking 2.
And in its first chapter alone, it had a better art style than Naruto, and it's 750 chapters.
Art style doesn't fucking matter. You know how great of a story Demon Slayer is? You see how shit the art is? Until like the last arc? Until the last arc?
The art is not shit.
If you show me any manga panel good from Demon Slayer, I guarantee you it's anywhere from maybe the Swordsmith Village arc to the very end.
So you'll say that about Demon Slayer, but you won't say the same about Attack on Titan. Titan.
I will say I have not read the Attack on Titan manga, so I do not know what the art style really looks like in the manga.
It doesn't even look.
It what?
It doesn't even look the same.
I mean, I don't know. I can confirm nor deny, but that's so stupid.
No,
you are stupid.
I'm not.
You are so fucking stupid. You could not literally say that when the story has not developed in Kagurabachi in 5. A story cannot develop in 5 fucking chapters. 5.
Oh, it can.
It can't.
It can.
I so strongly fucking hate you.
Kagurabachi is cooler than any Naruto character.
Sasuke solos.
No.
Madara solos. Fucking Madara? Time skip Boruto?
When you look at the panel when Kagurabachi says he wakes up in the morning with fresh hatred, is better than any Naruto panel in
I
history.
so fucking hate you. Are so stupid. I fucking hate you. You are so stupid.
I think the point goes to me.
Shut up. It's 2-1, bitch.
Okay.
You know, I'll hit you with an anime opinion as well. Sukuna is a top 10 worst animanga villain.
Get the point.
What?
I don't even want to go off on you like that.
No way.
Uh,
There's no way I heard Buddhism.
that is one of the worst takes I've ever heard in my life.
It's true though.
Not. You have pretty bad take, and that is a terrible take.
No. I think the common consensus is Sukuna's not a good villain. He can't do anything without stealing power from someone else. If it weren't for him stealing Megumi's body, if it weren't for that, Gojo would have whooped his ass, and we all know it.
Okay,
Gojo was whooping his ass until he got off screen.
Okay, if Sukuna and Gojo fought right now, current, who'd win?
Currently? Oh, right now it'd be Sukuna, because Sukuna took over Megumi's body, used Maharaga to his advantage. It's the only Maharaga carried that entire fight for Sukuna. And even then Sukuna had Maharaga and whatever the fuck that other thing was, and like he was still getting mollywopped until Gojo just got randomly off screen. There was literally a panel saying Gojo won. Next fucking chapter, he's off screen and we don't know what happened.
Sukuna has the greatest feat in that entire series.
We don't even know what he did.
He bypassed infinity. That's the greatest feat in that entire series. And
with Maharaga. He would not have been able to do anything without Maharaga.
Yeah, and Gojo wouldn't have been able to do anything without infinity.
But that's literally built into Gojo's character. Maharaga is not built into Sukuna's character. That's Megumi's thing. He had to steal power from Megumi to fight Gojo.
Yeah.
And he still won?
Yeah, but he's not by his own power. He's a weak little bitch who relies on the power of others to make up for the lack of his own strength.
He's the strongest character in the verse. What are you talking about?
Yeah, with other people's powers, because of other people. Not because of actually him.
No, Megumi did not do that much. He just gave him somebody that could show him how to figure out the
and Maharaga boosted him up infinitely more than he ever.
He didn't boost him. That entire fight was just
he would not have been able to bypass infinity.
Can I speak? That entire fight was just Sukuna trying to figure out how to bypass infinity. It wasn't him trying to fight at all.
He would not have
He was using Maharaga to bypass infinity. He was not using Maharaga to kill Gojo.
He couldn't have killed Gojo if he wanted to, besides using Maharaga. If he would not have used Maharaga to bypass infinity, he wouldn't have been able to. He would not have stood a fraction of a chance.
And
also, character-wise, Sukuna is not a good character. We don't know what his motives are. Number one, he's not explained very well. Oh, his parents didn't love him. Fuck off.
Okay, so at the beginning of Demon Slayer, do you know what Muzan's intentions are when you first meet him?
No, but Muzan's not a good villain.
You're right. He's fucking way worse.
Comparing a villain that you love to Muzan?
Yeah, because I'm trying to give a similar scenario. And you could do the same scenario with any character. The series isn't even finished yet. If you look at I don't know any Naruto like villains, but let's say Obito. Do you know his true intentions in the first chapter you meet him? No, you don't.
The first chapter you meet him? Yeah, because
like,
it's Madara's intentions.
Well, I don't know.
He literally comes on the screen and tells you exactly what he's gonna do.
Yeah, it's just hype. It's building up. You don't need to know a character's intentions for them to be a good villain.
Well, his motivations change because he starts off by just wanting to wreak havoc, but now he seems like more focused, and we don't know what's like going on with his character. Like we don't know a single thing. We do not know a single thing about Sukuna's character.
No, his first intentions was not to cause havoc. That was the first time he's like walked on Earth in 1,000 years, and he wanted to have fun. So what does he want to do? He wants to create chaos. Because he hasn't walked in 1,000 years.
Yeah, he wanted to wreak havoc.
Yeah, that wasn't like his intentions. Like
That's
for
no, but
rest of the
immediately
series.
after that, he gets sealed. Then we see him again when the whole like Itadori heart ripping out thing, where he wants to go after Megami. After that, his whole motivation becomes go after Megami. Then after that, we don't fucking know. He kills Gojo, which I guess he said he was gonna do that, and
His
then
entire motive was to kill Gojo.
that's just a stupid motivation to kill one motherfucker.
No, it's not. Okay, eliminate the strongest person beside yourself. That you win. Kenjaku's probably going to do something to kill him, but for right at the time being, he's won.
Still, top 10 worst anime manga villains.
You can't say you have some
And
of the
he's not
most
number
like
10, and he's not number 10.
you have some of the most unpopular opinions about things, and
I
it just
don't feel
doesn't
like
make
I
sense.
do.
You do.
I don't feel like I do.
I feel like you think sweet tea's the best drink.
Think what?
I feel like you think sweet tea is the best
Oh,
drink.
because it is.
It's so wrong. It's just so
But if
wrong.
you ask the majority of people in the South, they're gonna like agree with me.
I think it'll probably be a soda.
I don't know. Maybe Dr. Pepper.
'Cause it's the best soda, aka best drink.
Okay. Well, this is a whole separate fucking discussion. Okay. How many more hot takes do you want to like kind of spitball? Because I got one I at least want to say, but we can go for two more.
All right.
We'll do two more each.
What?
We'll do two more each. Sound good?
Sure.
All right.
Chick-fil-A's mid.
Fuck you. I hate you. Burn in hell.
Give me that point, baby.
Okay. Across the Spider-Verse is an overrated movie. It's not even top 5 movies of the year.
What?
It's just not. Sorry.
You see what I mean? Like, you have the most like unpopular opinions.
It's just not. It's nowhere near as good as Into the Spider-Verse, for one.
Name me 5 better movies that are better than Across the Spider-Verse that
Like,
came out this year.
The entirety of my top 5 best movies of the year, I think.
Just tell me that, and then I could
Oh,
stomp on your shit.
Let me give me 1 second. Let me find my list. I have to find it.
Because Across the Spider-Verse is top 2
Number
movies of the
5.
year.
Number 5, Five Nights at Freddy's.
The fact that you have Five Nights at Freddy's above Across the Spider-Verse,
I have it over Oppenheimer's, dumbass.
I don't think you're a Spider-Man fan.
Oh, I am. I just think that if Across the Spider-Verse was, a complete fucking movie, then, that might have helped it.
Okay, so Infinity War is your favorite movie of all time, right?
Yes, but at least it has an ending. The ending is Thanos
So does
wins.
Across the Spider-Verse.
No, Across the Spider-Verse, it ends on an explicit cliffhanger where we don't know. It literally ends with Miles about to fight somebody. That's how it ends. And with Infinity War, yeah, we knew that something else was going to happen, but if there was never another Marvel movie after that, that was a complete ending. The Avengers lost. Half the universe died. Thanos gets to watch the universe, like, the sunset on the grateful universe.
Okay, Far From Home ends on a cliffhanger.
Yeah, and it's not a good movie.
It's not a good movie, but
it ends on a good cliff. It ends on an okay cliffhanger. And also it doesn't end on the cliffhanger. That's the post-credit scene, jackass.
That's still a cliffhanger.
No, because if you would have left that theater, you would have never known that happened.
I'm considering that the ending for that movie.
Okay, number 4, you're not really gonna have an opinion on because I don't think you watched this movie. Number 4, The Last Voyage of the Meteor. What?
He's talking about.
What?
What are you talking about?
It's one of the best horror movies ever made.
I don't care. It's not better than the Across the Spider-Verse.
It is, but whatever. Number 3, Guardians 3. Easy.
Across Spider-Verse is still better.
No, Guardians 3 is my second favorite, not only Marvel movie, and MCU movie of all time.
It's not better than Across Spider-Verse.
It is. So much better.
No.
It's
that movie is good, not better than Across Spider-Verse.
Fine. I'm going through my list. Number 2, the Super Mario movie. Easy.
I don't even want to say anything about that.
Easy.
I don't need to.
That movie caters to me personally so much, bro. Easy claps.
So that's just bias.
No, I can enjoy a movie and think it's better than something and not be biased because I like the Mario franchise.
Yeah, but you basically just said.
I feel like I like
Sam,
the movie not only because every person that's not a fucking critic enjoyed that movie, Mario fan or not. But since I've been a Nintendo kid my entire life up until like 2018 when I got my first PlayStation. The Mario movie catered to me personally. It felt like, and that's why I enjoyed it more than Spider-Verse.
say you're biased without saying you're biased. That's literally what just happened.
What?
You said it catered to me personally. You literally just said you were biased.
No.
That you just said you were biased.
Okay. And then number 1, Creed 3. My favorite movie of the year.
What?
Creed 3 was such a good movie.
Not better than Across the Spider-Verse or Guardians.
It's easily best Rocky Creed movie for sure. It's fire.
Really, it's easily like number 7.
No, shut the fuck up. The Adonis and Creed, not Adonis Creed. Damien and Adonis Creed's character arc and their backstory, like just the thing between those two, better than anything in Across the Spider-Verse. Anything.
You are a psycho.
No.
You are a psycho.
You always, like, about my top 50 movies, you want to make the argument of real cinema, but then you're gonna, when it's actually a real cinema movie, you're gonna shaft it. When Across the Spider-Verse doesn't even have a fucking ending.
Every movie has an ending.
And I'm not even saying Across the Spider-Verse was bad. It was like a 7 out of 10 movie.
Bro, you had Shrek above Across the Spider-Verse. What are you talking
Shrek's
about?
a better movie. I'd rather watch Shrek. I would rather watch Shrek than watch Across the Spider-Verse.
Have Sharknado above Across the Spider-Verse.
This is me on my phone right now, like a day after that video is recorded. Also, just like to point out, I don't like genuinely believe Sharknado is a better movie than Across the Spider-Verse. In my top 50 movies, Across the Spider-Verse is higher. It was mainly just going along with it for the joke, because I know there's going to be some fucking loser who's going to, like, stitch my videos and shit and be like, look at this fucking guy, he's got the worst fucking take on the internet. Like, bro, like, it's not that deep.
Your opinion is...
Because Sharknado, it's the same thing as Mario, and you're going to call me biased. But not only is it just funny and stupid fun, and I like it, it's also just, like, a personal, like, family thing, because we used to get together, like, me, my mom, and my granddad used to get together and watch those movies.
You can't say Sharknado is better than Across the Spider-Verse and have a right opinion.
The scene where the fat lady's running and a shark comes out of nowhere and fucking eats her head off is better than any scene in Across the Spider-Verse, bro.
No comment. No fucking comment.
Oh, shit. That's funny.
I had no...
Oh, shit. Okay. Let's see. Do I have another hot take I'd like to express? Yeah, I got one that's gonna make the internet really. If the internet didn't already hate me, they're about to in a minute. Go ahead and say your hot take.
Thor: Love and Thunder is better than Thor: Ragnarok.
What? I'm not gonna get mad at you for that, but like, what?
It is better than Ragnarok.
Also, I don't know who's keeping score.
Not me.
Well, we'll keep like a little point counter on the thing, and we'll see who won during editing.
You Love and Thunder is bad, and then say you like Ragnarok.
I can. It's just Love and Thunder's a poorly executed version of Ragnarok.
They are the same movie.
Not really.
Same movie. Love and Thunder.
One's better.
It has a better villain.
No.
The character is better. The comedy is practically...
Gore was such a wasted villain. He did nothing in the movie.
The comedy is the same. You can't say Love and Thunder isn't funny.
In this, it's not. In that scene where fucking Valkyrie pulls out a fucking boombox and starts playing music.
That was funny.
No, it wasn't. And then the CGI is so dog shit.
You can't say a movie's bad because the CGI is bad. But
That's a factor. The
It's
fucking
not.
floating kid's head, bro.
Yeah, and you can thank Marvel for that, I guess.
Yeah, Marvel also made the movie. So.
No Taika Waititi thingy
Yeah,
guy
but who
did.
do you think he was under the orders of?
Kevin Feige.
Yeah, and he runs the Marvel Cinematic Universe.
Yeah, and he's not a good guy, or he's not a good runner of it.
He was. Actually, no, I
The
scratched
only,
that. The Russo brothers made the best things in the MCU. Or wait, are they the Russo
uh,
brothers?
yeah.
Yeah, I thought so.
Um, I might get flack for this. I don't care. Infinity War is the only good Marvel movie.
What?
It is the only good Marvel movie.
So you're saying every other Marvel movie except for Infinity War is a bad movie?
Not bad as being a Marvel project. Infinity War is the only good Marvel movie.
What are you saying here? So you're saying that like Infinity War is the only movie that's an actual good movie?
That's like an actual good Marvel movie. The other
So you're
movies are
saying
good,
you're saying the
and
other movies aren't good Marvel movies?
they aren't good Marvel movies.
Like you're saying they're not doing a good job at being Marvel movies?
Yes.
That's a stupid opinion, but okay. That's a stupid opinion.
Sharknado, but for Across the Spider-Verse is a stupid opinion.
Okay, well, okay, you're not really gonna get mad at this unless you just are secretly a fan of this franchise. I don't know, you might be. I will say this though, I'm not saying it's bad. I'm not saying it's bad. The Boys is overrated.
Or what?
The Boys is overrated. Especially
Huh?
like the first season of The Boys, bro. It's bad.
Overrated.
It's bad. It's not that good. There's good
You
moments,
just,
but I swear like majority of that show is just sex and cussing.
which is funny and good.
Not really. Not when it's happening like literally every 5 seconds, bro. When that one guy
Okay,
dies by getting his face sat on, bro.
and a majority of the Rocky/Creed movies are just boxing.
Yeah, but at least they have good story arcs, like about the entire thing. Like,
Yeah, and
I'm not
the
saying
boys.
that. I'm not. You're also just like I'm not saying The Boys is bad. It's overall like every season accounted for. It's let's go 7.8 out of 10.
You're wrong.
No, there's literally an entire episode in the latest season about an orgy house, bro. And there's cum everywhere.
And that doesn't make it bad.
I'm not saying it does. I'm just saying that a lot of that show, as much as we like to focus on like the story arcs and the Homelander stuff and all that, a large majority of that thing is like it's almost like the writers discovered what cussing and sex was like a day before writing the first couple episodes.
I haven't even watched the show. I don't know what I'm talking about.
Bruh, no way. But no way you were just defending the shit and you said I ain't watching it.
I'm sure it's good.
I'm not saying it's bad. Again, it's like a 7.8 out of 10 show. I'm just saying. Okay, well
I don't hear any.
What?
I don't hear anybody else but you say it's overrated.
When I say overrated though, I don't mean bad. I'm just saying that people say this is like peak 10 out of 10 show, and I don't think so.
I never heard anybody. I usually just hear 8.5 to 9.
Well, oh well. Okay. We can go over a blind list ranking if we want to.
Go for it.
Okay, so we're gonna do this. I'm gonna give you one. Like, I'm gonna make you do one, and then you're gonna give me one. Okay. But I'll give you the topics, but I'll go ahead and do yours first. Okay, so written down, I have some movies for you.
All right.
Just movies, and it's a top 5. So you have to kind of just put them in a random place. You can't move it later. Easy enough, right?
Yeah.
All right. Since we've been talking about it so much, Across the Spider-Verse.
2.
All right. Next up, we'll go ahead and slap on the Suicide Squad 1.
5.
All right. Let's do Oppenheimer.
1.
Infinity War.
4.
Should I do it?
What do you mean?
Sharknado.
3.
Okay. Nice. So that was just a
What do you
quick
mean
little
9?
thing. Nothing. That was just a quick little thing. Now for you, I want you, if you can come up with them, that is. We're gonna also talk about this in just a minute as well. Go over some Spider-Man suits. Give me just 5 Spider-Man suits, and I'll kind of put them wherever.
Ah, shit. The Kulo suit.
Fucking 5.
All right. The Raimi suit.
The Raimi suit.
Yeah.
2.
2099 suit.
Which one?
Blue.
Like, well, I mean design-wise. Are you talking about like comic and like game version,
Com-
or like
com-
comic version?
comic.
4.
Yeah. Spider-Punk.
3.
How many more do I have left?
You have one more.
Oh, the TASM 1 suit.
There's no way that shit's in number 1 right now. Fine. Okay, there's actually something that I want to go over. We kind of did this last night as well. Let's go over our top 5 best and top 5 worst Spider-Man suits. Do you have your list?
Yeah.
All right. Do you want me to go first, or do you like? Because we can both transition. Do you want me to go ahead and go first for best?
Yeah, sure.
All right. Is it bad that at number 5 I have the Spider-Man Lotus suit?
Not entirely.
It's better than most live-action suits.
I'd say it's better than the first Raimi suit and all of Tom's suits, except for the final Swing suit, maybe. Even that might be a stretch.
All right. Number 4, I have the Leap of Faith suit.
All right.
It's really good. It's got a lot of It's way better than the Across the Spider-Verse suit. It's got way more personality. It's the spray painted suit. It's got the jacket, the Jordans. It's the shorts. Like, it's just got way more personality than the other Miles suit in Across the Spider-Verse.
The Across the Spider-Verse suit is also the spray painted suit, though.
It's just a worse version. Number 3,
Yeah.
I have the Alex Ross Spider-Man suit. Now, I don't think you're gonna know what that is, like off the name.
I know.
You know what it is? That red and black one.
Yeah.
Okay, then yeah, for sure. Great. Glad you know it. I don't have to send a picture in Discord. Okay, so that's my number 3. Number 2, I have TASM 2.
Okay.
Self-explanatory. Number 1, I have the main the main suit in Spider-Man 2, like the darker red version of the one. Because I feel like in Spider-Man 1, the suit was like almost orange, but in this one, it was like a darker red, and it looks nice.
We've got very different lists.
All right, go ahead.
All right. Number 5, the Amazing Spider-Man 2 suit.
Oh wow, I thought that was gonna be way higher for you.
I know my Spider-Man suits.
All right.
Number 4, Miles Morales' tracksuit from the Miles Morales game. The black version, though.
Okay.
And then number 3, I have the Spectacular Spider-Man suit.
You know, I was gonna put Spectacular Spider-Man, but I just kind of didn't. I'm surprised that's on your list, though.
It is my 3rd favorite suit, obviously, because it's at number 3.
That's surprising.
And number 2, I have the Superior Spider-Man suit.
Okay.
I've always been a fan of that suit. I don't really.
I think it's very similar to the. I think we're on the same wavelength with like that opinion, and then the Alex Ross suit. Very similar.
Maybe. But at number 1, it's always been the symbiote suit for me.
Like which one? Like the regular one?
What?
Like which one?
Comic.
Like the
I
comic
know
one,
there's different.
like from when it was like originally debuted.
I'd have to find a picture of it. I'm not going to do that though.
Okay. Okay, your list isn't bad. We just have very different lists.
Yeah, I think mine's superior though.
Well, fuck you then. All right, now I'll go ahead and do my top 5 worst suits. Number 5,
right.
I have the Andrews homemade suit. You know, the one with like the sunglasses.
You're getting techie.
Out of all the homemade suits, that one's just so bad. Number 4, I got the Sins Rising suit. You know which one I'm talking about? Oh,
Not
okay.
not a big fan of that one. I don't have any homemade suits on mine though.
Okay, number 3, I got the Evolve suit.
That's a tie.
Number 2, I got the MCU Iron Spider suit. I fucking hate that suit with a passion.
That's an awful suit. Godly.
And Infinity War wasn't even that bad too. Like it was pretty cool in Infinity War, but they overused the fuck out of that suit. Number 1, the Kumo suit. Fuck that stupid ass suit. It's fucking ugly. Why is it in the game? It should fucking burn in hell.
Oh my god.
Okay, go ahead.
All right. At number 5, I have the evolved suit.
Okay.
I don't really think there's much explanation needed there. It's just it's dog shit. Number 4, I have the Raimi suit.
All right. Wait, what? That didn't register that you were talking about worse suits. I just what?
I've never been a fan of that suit.
What?
Never.
That's just what? It's such a classic.
And then number 3, I've got the 2099 suit from the comics.
Okay.
Or just in general, I don't like the suit.
Okay.
Number 2, I have the Spirit Spider suit. I'll send you a picture in case you don't know what it looks like.
I know exactly.
And that number 1, I've got the Kumo suit.
We both had the Kumo suit at number 1. And I remember when I first started hating on the Kumo suit, you were like, bro, it's not that bad, bro. Chill out.
I mean, it's bad. I don't know if it's the worst. I don't know every Spider-Man suit, but
I'm not. You're so right. It's so fucking ugly. Why does it look like that? What the fuck? Why does it look so feminine? Like, what the hell is this stupid ass suit?
I don't even know what the inspiration for it was.
Me neither. It's so stupid. It's such a ugly fucking suit. I hate it so much. Let's see what else we have on the agenda. If we
I didn't even get my top 5 movies of the year.
Oh shit! You want to go ahead and do that?
Sure. Number 5, I have Transformers: Rise of the Beast.
What? That was a stupid movie.
No, it wasn't.
That was a bad movie.
Hated to me as a Transformers fan.
That shit was like a 4 out of 10 movie.
Wasn't.
It was. It was stupid.
You know Transformers, buddy. Stop talking.
Whatever.
Number 4 is probably going to be Barbie.
What?
I don't care. It was
What?
a good movie.
What?
Care.
What?
It's widely known that that's a good movie.
When did you go see fucking Barbie?
When I didn't go to see it, I watched it online.
Oh my god, whatever. The only good part of that movie was I'm just kidding. Anywhere else I'd be a time. Yeah, that part.
Don't mind him. Number 3 is probably going to be Oppenheimer.
That movie was that's not even my top 5.
9 to 10 out of 10. I wouldn't care if you said it's a 10 out of 10 movie.
It's an 8 out of 10 movie.
Number 2 is Guardians 3.
Good show. I'd like to see it.
Number 1, Across the Spider-Verse.
That's where you lost me.
You lost me a long time ago.
Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. We can end this off on a questionnaire, like a little questionnaire.
All
I have
right.
a question for you.
Okay.
If Marvel were to make another animated film in the style of Spider-Verse, who would you want it to be about?
I've thought about this, and I'm gonna say Ghost Rider.
Really? But is
Yeah.
that character too dark for a Spider-Verse style, thing?
I think you could make a sick movie out of that.
I mean, I don't thought that would be good. I just think Guardians Guardians of the Galaxy is probably the best answer. They fit the Spider-Verse style a lot.
I don't know.
That or like
I'm really-
Fantastic Four or something like that.
I always wanted an animated Ghost Rider show.
I mean, animated, yes, but do you think the Ghost Rider's too dark of a character for a Spider-Verse-esque movie?
I don't think it matters if it's too dark.
I don't know.
Miguel literally called Miles a mistake.
Um. Oh, this is a little interesting topic we could talk about. Who was right in that movie? Whose side was right? Miles' side or Miguel's side?
Miguel.
Miguel. Yeah, right. Miles literally does not know what it means to be Spider-Man. There's literally a whole saying called "With great power comes great responsibility," and he's just choosing not to listen to it.
He's choosing to save one person over like multiple universes and time.
Like multiverses of people. He doesn't really, and also like Miguel's team's also stacked.
Bro, all he needs is he could either just
send Insomniac Spider-Man.
He could either just send in him or Spectacular Spider-Man. That's all he needs.
I remember there was like this. I guess it didn't make it into the movie, but in that chase scene with Miles, we saw Insomniac Spider-Man hovering over him. Imagine like fucking triangle plus circle pops over above his head. Bro's done for. You could even make the argument that Insomniac Miles dog walks in Spider-Verse Miles.
He does.
Like, for sure. Like, even though we both agree that, like, Peter was mentally battling the symbiote, you gotta remember, Miles did at least take him down. For what it's worth.
Yeah.
Miguel O'Hara is also just not the strongest. I don't know why he's the leader of the Spider Society. He has the most knowledge about it, I guess, but he's not the strongest Spider-Man. Insomniac clears. Like, you could also make the argument for Spectacular clears as well.
Maybe.
Peter B might also solo as well.
I don't know about that.
Peter B is pretty strong. I think it's severely underrated.
I don't know if it's stronger than Miles, though.
I'm not talking about Miles. I'm talking about Miguel.
Oh, you're saying Peter B. Parker is stronger than Miguel?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
But I think he's also stronger than Miles, for what it's worth.
I don't think he's stronger than Miles. I think Miles lost.
I don't know. Peter B's severely... Like, if you were to throw... Like, take a room with Toby, Andrew, Tom, Insomniac, and Peter B. Parker, Insomniac's walking out first, and then after it's Peter B.
I'd either say him or Andrew. Maybe.
I think Peter B beats Andrew.
I don't know.
Also, this is so random, but in No Way Home, like, Andrew had such a hyped up appearance, and then Toby just kind of walks. Bro, I deadass didn't even know that was Toby at first. I thought it was going to be like a Peter B. Parker joke.
He was kind of just a guy.
He was. He did not have... He just... Bro, Andrew had this exaggerated, like, long walk down. He just... Fucking Toby just kind of walked in. He was like, oh, I just saw this portal here. All right. Well, that was the first episode of Deep Rooted Podcast.
No, hold on. I've got a question for you.
What would that be?
Who's your game of the year?
Game of the year?
Yeah.
Spider-Man 2.
Why?
It's a good game, and it's better than any game that's came out this year.
Have you played any other games that's come out this year?
I played a little bit of Tears of the Kingdom. Any other game that came out this year.
You ever played Baldur's Gate 3?
Have I what?
Have you played Baldur's Gate 3?
No, I don't even know what the fuck that is.
Played Hogwarts Legacy? I don't know. That game didn't even get...
I haven't played it, but that game's so dumb. I watched some like walkthroughs of it. It was a stupid game. The story was so bad.
I think for a studio's first AAA game, I think they did a good job.
I also, the new Mario game, I haven't like gotten a chance to fully sit down and play it, but like I also really do appreciate that the game has gone back to like what Mario used to be back in like 2D platformer days. Like, and it's also really good art. I think that even though Tears of the Kingdom's because Tears of the Kingdom is up there for a nominee to win Best Art Direction, I think it's going to win. But if Tears of the Kingdom was not, I think Mario Wonder is seriously a contender to win Best Art Direction. Because that game is beautiful. For being a 2D platformer, that game is beautiful. And you can also play as Mario, Luigi, Peach, Daisy, and Toads. And Yoshi.
I'm not a Mario fan. I don't know what you're talking about.
Anyway. Okay, well, that was a quick little question. But anyway, that was the first episode of Deep Rooted Podcast. We're definitely making more of these episodes because this was fun. I hope you enjoyed our takes. We're about to get flamed, probably. Maybe I'm expecting some backlash for sure. For sure.
Yeah. Maybe.
I don't know. I feel like people are going to take some what I said out of context. Like The Boys. I feel like someone's going to stitch and be like, The Boys is overrated. Stop the thing. And just go off on me for no reason.
Well, you have really unpopular opinions.
All right. Well, we will see you guys next episode. Can I tell you when next episode will be? Not really. Especially with Thanksgiving. I'm going to be out of town. But we'll see what happens. I'll also have a different unrelated video on the Custom Sage. It features my girlfriend, which is pretty cool. You guys will get to meet her. But besides that, I'll see you guys later, and peace out.
Remember, shoes are overrated.